Hello, friends. Welcome to the Mystic Method card reading channel. I apologize being absent for the last couple of weeks. I've been out and or under the weather at various times, so my apologies. But welcome back. For those of you who are new and haven't interacted with the Mystic Method of card reading yet, it is a method of divination that can be used with regular playing cards. It's accessible to everyone. I encourage you to watch the introduction to the Mystic Method card reading video on my channel. That's also an introduction to the course that I offer on Udemy. Who knows how to actually pronounce that site? But I will have a link in the description for you that can take you right to the course. Excuse me, that will teach you how to do the Mystic Method card reading for yourself and for other people. It goes over every individual card, the meanings of each card, the meanings of the cards in each place, etc., how the different directions work, because the Mystic Method uses the 7 cardinal directions of east, west, north, south, above, below, and within, and what those mean. And this is a unique method that is built on ancient principles. There's Christianity built into the system, numerology, alchemy, a lot of really ancient systems of metaphysics, of spirituality and spiritualism that hopefully speak to you. So reading cards is something that's gone back, a long time, centuries, potentially millennia. It's hard to know what happened thousands of years ago, right? We don't necessarily have archaeological evidence of cards because things like this don't last super long. So, but in histories and passed on knowledges, we know that it's been used for a long time. And using playing cards, if you will, has been an ancient tradition, even older than tarot cards. So this is something that everybody can use based off the numbers that we use. It's really about you and your intention. It's really about you and what you feel, what you believe, what the Spirit's telling to you when you read these cards. So I am presenting to you the Mystic Method, and you can use it as you see fit. As I give this warning or caution in my course and in other videos, be careful of anybody that holds you to a really strict way of doing things. It says this is the only way to do things, right? That this card only ever means this, or this sign only ever means this. I just caution you around practitioners and teachers that use that really strict method, because I truly believe that the universe, the spirit around us, the angels around us, and God speak to us in our ways, right? If we have a specific way that means something to us, then that's how we're going to be communicated with. If every time you see a sphere, a white sphere, this reminds me of the moon, it has a kind of an eye pattern on it, so it feels very mystical to me. The eye of God, if you will, seeing things, the third eye, things like that. If you see something like this and it invokes a certain feeling in you, a certain message comes to your mind and to your heart, then that is learning to speak the language of God, because God is going to use that message when speaking to you. So that's the beautiful part about divination, about using these methods, is learning to hear and to speak the language of God and interpret the language of God for you and for others as you feel prompted to do so. So again, this is the Mystic Method. It's a method that I use and have developed through many, many years and painstaking hours of inspiration and revelation that works really well for me to hear the messages of God and of the angels and the Spirit and the universe around me. So let's get started for this week. All right. As always, spend a good amount of time with your deck, just shuffling it, allowing your energy to align to this bit of inspiration that's going to be coming your way. So I like to spend some time just transferring my energy, into the cards, allowing God to arrange the cards as need to be arranged, as I'm sifting them around and shuffling them around. There's no real specific way to do this, and just getting my own heart, my own mind in the right place. And let's begin. We begin with east, west, north, and south, the three terrestrial directions, if you will, and then above, below, and within, the three celestial directions, also known as the sun, the stars, and the moon cards. We can set the rest of those aside. Okay, we always begin in the east. East represents new beginnings. It's also the suit of clubs is in the east, the element of air, and the aspect of wisdom and knowledge. Clubs represent knowledge, and that falls here. So let's take a look. Okay, first we have a 3. Okay, so 3s are always creativity cards. 3s are growth cards, from a 2 to a 3, right? We have 2 in relationships, which are often represented by 2, and then a third comes into play. This is a growth and a relationship card. Remember, it can also be a disruptor. 3s, 5s, 7s can all be disruptors. They can disrupt something that's stable and make it unstable, which is not necessarily bad. Remember, none of this is bad. This is all for our good. It might represent hardship sometimes, but hardship is for our good if we learn from it. That's the whole purpose of this, is for us to learn from the experiences that God is sending to us, right? Romans 8:28, 28, 38, I can't remember all of a sudden. 28, I think it is. All things work together for the good of those who love God. So the 3 of diamonds is the giver's card. Diamonds represents our morals, our morality, the things that we value, right? Our internal values, the things that we hold on to. So this represents the giver's card. It's an opportunity for you to give. 3s are always creativity as well. So creativity with things we value, or fear and indecision. So there's the choice in this. 3s represent a choice. Am I going to go this way? Am I going to go that way? What am I going to do? You could choose fear and indecision, or you could choose creativity with things that you value. What are the things that you value? You know, your core values: integrity, love, peace, harmony, giving, service. What are the things that really resonate with you, that are your core values? So be careful, because a lack of focus can equal a lack of achievement. So this is an opportunity for you to make some changes. Being that it's here in the east means this is something that's new, that's coming into your life. So this is an opportunity to make some changes. So a 3 is always an opportunity to make changes. And then we put it here in the east, which is something new coming into your life. I feel like there's an extra little bit of emphasis on this message here. So be careful of fear and indecision. Make some choices in your life. Really take action. You know, and if that is something in your life that you're pondering about giving, something that helps you give to other people, that can be giving talents, that can be giving using your talents to give, that can be giving financial aid, that can be giving emotional support, whatever it may be, is something for you to give. Overcome that fear and indecision, because if you don't focus, you're just not going to achieve what it is that God wants you to achieve. So be creative, things that you can do. And remember, we all have something. So if you're sitting here right now saying, I'm not talented, I don't have anything to do, I understand you and I hear you. That's an awful place to be. I want to challenge you and just remind you that you have something. Even you can give a hug or a hello, a text, something that will benefit somebody else and make the world a brighter place. So, all right, let's take a look at the West. West represents endings, but also represents the suit of hearts, which is love and passion. This is the element of water. Water represents love and passion in the West. So sunrise, sunset represents endings, but not always, right? Depends on what the card is. Okay, well, that's interesting. We have the giver's card and we have the giver. That's interesting. So 10s are abundance cards. 10s are abundance and success cards. So the 10 itself is the giver, meaning you have a lot of abundance to give through sharing. Right? Success with giving endeavors. Now, you could say, again, this is the West. This often means something in our life that is coming to an end, a chapter that is closing. But not always, right? Not always. Because this section over here, this direction over here, also represents love and relationships and passion. So if when you're doing these card readings, it doesn't feel right to you. If you flip over a card and say, oh, this should be something that's ending, and you get that feeling in your heart that says, I don't feel right. I don't feel like that's ending. Follow that prompting, follow that inspiration and that instruction. I don't feel like this is an ending. I feel like this is an additional clarification on this. So because we're beginning to give, but we're ending to give, that may seem a little bit at conflict. So I think this is an addition to the giver's card. Now, it maybe there is a change in the way you're giving, right? That could be what this is referring to here. You've been giving in a certain way, and now there's an opportunity to be creative with the things that you value, something new, a new way to give. So, but I don't believe this means that you're going to shut the chapter on the abundance and success with giving endeavors. We really never shut that chapter, right? We can always give and always help. But this may mean that a way you have been giving might be shifting to something new. So take the things that you value, your core values, the things that you really hold on to, your beliefs, and try to be creative with them. See if there's a new creative way that you can use them to bless the lives of others. That may be what God's trying to tell you here. Okay, so let's go to North. North is Mother Earth. North is value. So the diamonds, the suit of diamonds belongs here in the North, and the things that we value, our morals, our inner values, the things that we really hold on to. So Mother Earth is also feminine energy, which represents nurturing. It represents receiving. Again, we all have feminine energy. We all have masculine energy. A really important part about enlightenment is being able to access both of those energies in ourselves. So men have feminine energy, women have masculine energy. We just have to access them when we need them. So it's being open to them and being enlightened, which allows those doors to open. So let's take a look. Okay, my goodness, another diamond. I don't know if I've ever seen so many diamonds in one reading before. And now this is very important. So remember, in the mystic method, if you have a suit that shows up in its place, so North being North being the suit of diamonds, and you turn over a diamond card in the North, that is an extra bit of energy, of strong message, right? That's kind of a headline to this reading. It says, hey, pay special attention to this. Pay special attention to this. Now, sixes are gateways. Sixes are opportunities. There's doorways that are opening, right? They kind of look like a pathway. So this is an opportunity to discover your special purpose in life, your special destiny. And you can settle your debts using value. Now, that doesn't always mean financial debts. This could be debts that you owe to people in your life in other ways, right? If somebody, I don't believe really truly in being indebted to somebody outside of money, but it's an opportunity to give back. I do like to look at it that way. So maybe somebody has supported you, and now you have the opportunity to give back and support them. I don't believe that you're in debt to somebody because you've supported them, or they've supported you, right? We should give openly and freely of the goodness and kindness of our heart. But it is an opportunity to take a look at that. So this opportunity to discover your special purpose in life, your special destiny, that has so much to do with our values, the things that we hold dear. How do you live your life? How do you live your life? What are the things that you hold on to? What are the values that guide you? When you say, hey, the way I live my life, I am guided on these things. For me, I've spent a lot of time really pondering my personal values, and my absolute core value is the love of God. That's my absolute core value. I can't do anything without God's love and my love for God in return. And then my guiding values that kind of go off of that: passion, humility, integrity. Those are things that are very important to me. After many hours of pondering and praying and realizing this is how I want to live my life, passionately, with humility, which means a total connection to God, and with integrity, right? With trust and honesty and being who I am and as a whole person, and doing what I'm saying I'm going to do. So I want you to think about maybe your own, if you haven't really thought about that. What are your own values? What really drives you? Love, service, kindness, outwardness, inwardness, seeking, giving. What is it, right? What are those things? There's great exercises you can find online to help you kind of settle onto some of your guiding values, and pretty good things. So this is an opportunity for you to discover your special destiny using your values. Now, if there's something that really means something to you, this is an opportunity for you to use that, right? If integrity is a big thing for you, how could you use integrity to turn that into a way to, how do I say this, to meet your special destiny, to begin your special destiny in life? I believe we all have special missions in this life, God-given missions that we're supposed to accomplish. So using your values, how can you accomplish those things? What do you feel like God is telling you is your special mission in this life? And usually it's based around the values that you have, because those values really come from God. So really interesting. Okay, so lots of diamonds going on here, lots of values and morals. Very powerful here. New beginning and a new beginning. Really interesting. So let's take a look at South. South is Father Fire. So we have Mother Earth and Father Fire. So obviously the element of earth. I don't know if I said that up here, but hopefully that's understood. This is the element of fire. This is the spades, the suit of spades. And this is masculine energy. This is leadership and giving energy. Let's take a look. Okay. Oh my goodness. Holy cow. 4 diamonds. 4 diamonds. I've never seen that before. Never ever seen that before. That's really incredible. This is a very powerful reading. I know I feel like I say that a lot on this channel. These are powerful readings, but they are. But this is incredible. I've never seen so many diamonds. There is a strong message coming to you about your values, the things that you hold dearest, the things that lead you in life. The way you live your life is based off of your values. You know, if trust is a value to you, you're going to live your life in certain ways, dealing with trusting yourself and others, right? This is very powerful. So jacks are always initiation cards. They're initiation into a higher level of existence. So in this case, this represents the alchemist. Why is it the alchemist? Because it's initiation into a higher value, right? The ages-old story of alchemists who tried to turn lead into gold. We know nowadays in modern day alchemy that has so much to do with turning your own personal lead into your own personal gold. What are the things that are holding you back? You know, what is the lead that's in your heart? What is the lead that's in your soul that's holding you back? How are you judging yourself? How are you judging other people, right? Alchemy is here to help us transcend out of that, to reach a higher level of existence, to really strive towards enlightenment, to let go of that lead in our lives and truly find the gold. So that being here, I think, again, it goes with an opportunity for the giving, right? Because the masculine energy is the giving energy. Giver's card, giving here, giving, again, initiation to higher values. I really feel like there is a strong opportunity for you to change the world with this reading. And that could be changing the world of one person. It could be changing the world of your family. It could be changing the world with a small group of people, with the people you work with, people you associate with daily. And it literally could be changing the entire world. Remember that when anything is better, the whole world is better, right? When you've improved one thing in this world, the entire world is better for it. This is a really powerful reading. You have an opportunity to get rid of that lead, initiate into a higher set of values, and really find your special destiny. Really, really interesting. Okay, let's take a look over here at the above, below, and within. I might go a little bit quicker through these because this video is getting a little bit long. Above, the sun card. This is also God's special mission or message to us, kind of a gift. Peace of mind. How nice. This may be a little bit overwhelming to you at this moment in time. I could feel that. It's a little bit overwhelming to me. God is saying, hey, don't worry about it. Be at peace. This is God's way of saying that he's in the details here, that this will work out the way it's supposed to work out as long as you make the choices. So very interesting. Very, very interesting. So peace of mind, right? 4s represent stability, achieve a foundation of knowledge in a desired topic. This is a good time to plan the future. 4s represent stability, right? The 4 legs on a table. So I think this is God saying, because the Sun card is just a gift. It's just a gift from God saying, have peace. I'm with you. This is awesome. This is my message for you. This is an opportunity for you to find your special destiny, and I'm with you. So be at peace. Okay, the Stars card is above and below, as above, so below, right, in Hermeticism. This is kind of a clarification or an addition to this message here. So sometimes it tempers the message. Sometimes it gives us a little bit extra clarification. Let's see. Okay. Oh, an 8. 8s are also abundance and success cards. 8 and 10 are abundance and success. So this is emotional power, charm, magnetism, healing energy, and success in love and relationships. So this, I think this does make sense with all this new giving, all this power to initiate into a higher level of values, really letting go of the values that may have dragged us down, things that we recognize now are not valuable anymore. This is growth here, and this is healing energy. So God's saying, be at peace. I'm with you. I'm going to send you some healing energy that might help with all of this, especially this one, I think, right? Turning lead into gold. This emotional healing energy is going to help you get rid of that lead so that you can find your special destiny. I think that's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, and the last card is this is the Moon card. This is the Within card. This is your soul. What is your soul telling you? It's the only celestial body that transcends both the day and the night. Represents us. We are the moon in its many phases. And we have a King card. My goodness. Okay. So the kings are always leadership cards, right? Leadership, success through some various values and topics. So this is the Solomon card, referring to King Solomon. Great example of wisdom and balance. Specifically the story of the 2 women and the 1 baby, and Solomon's way of handling that, knowing that the one who was truly meant to raise that child would step in and not allow him to cut the baby in half, if you know the story. If you don't, look it up. Very interesting story. So leadership through wisdom and balance. Remember that mercy is greater than justice. That's the Solomon meaning of that story, that mercy is greater than justice. So as you're going about all of this, your soul is reminding you that you need to lead with wisdom and with balance. As you're moving into a higher level of existence, remember to have mercy. Remember that mercy is greater than justice. So as you're pondering your new values, what values you want to let go of, new values you want to incorporate, this might be a little bit of a hint for you. Your soul might be telling you that mercy might be one of those values that could really bring a lot of benefit to a lot of people's lives. So, okay. Beautiful reading this week. Thank you very much for being with me. Again, I've never seen a reading with all diamonds, with all one suit like that. That's very, very intriguing. Take some time to ponder it and find out what works for you. And of course, if you want to learn how to do the Mystic Method for yourself or for others, I will throw the link to my course in the description. It's only $20. It's very inexpensive, and you can do it with any deck of cards, right? And I'll teach you why I write all over the cards, and I encourage you to do the same thing. Create kind of a trainer deck. You could buy a deck of cards for $1. You don't have to spend a lot of money on this, and you can be anywhere at any time. If you're at a friend's house and they have a deck of cards, you can pull out the cards and do a reading. You don't need to have your tarot cards with you or anything like that. So, all right. Thank you for joining me, and I love you all.